G'day everybody, welcome to Zombie Bites Everything. Got some DayZ today. Hope everyone's doing alright. We went to add one thing to the server yesterday and it totally botched the fucking server up, so we had to reinstall it. So we're back at square one having to build again. Pain in the ass, but it's one of those things that happens. G'day Connor, how you going, mate? Hope you're doing alright. I am doing good, man. Thanks for asking. I was just in a server a minute ago, and the host of that server is having a little bit of issues as well. They did something in their server, and there's no zombies popping in at the moment, so they're in the process of fixing that up. It only takes one thing. If you muck up with one thing with the XML files, if you don't keep track and do it one bit at a time, if you muck up with one thing, it completely screws up everything else. That's why we don't add in every single thing that's not in there, because sometimes some of those things are not in the game because they'll break it. I'm not sure what happened with the other server, but there's a few servers like that. And yesterday ours glitched to where there wasn't any items spawning in at all. And of course, if, as you all know, if you're not getting items spawned in, how do you play a game? How do you play a game if you're not getting any items spawning in? Yeah, so we were like, nah, that's not going to work. G'day, criminal. How you going, man? I feel like I've got a little bit of a head cold. No zombies there either. I wonder if that's across the board. The servers did say they were experiencing some difficulties. Ah, no, I see one over there. Ah, we still got zombies, okay. Oh shit, you're going to die, mate. Yeah, if you're not spawning in items, if there's no items spawning in, yeah, you're going to die. You can't eat, no health, no ammo. We were only left with whatever we had left with us and would have ran out quick. Once that runs out, that's it. It would have been stuck, so we had no choice. Work tomorrow, awesome. Bloody door open, I'll have to shut that in a minute. I'm not doing it, so. It is 5 o'clock in the morning for me. 5:09 really, but who's quibbling over 9 minutes? You, Mr. Screamer, don't scream for shit. There we go, run him over. He ain't screaming for no one now. Oh, looky, looky, another admin truck, awesome. Ah, see, Topeka will be happy, the pallets are spawned in. They hadn't spawned in properly either. Knew that server was fucked up. That last server. There's supposed to be pallets there, but they weren't there. Half the shit wasn't spawning in properly. Okay, so that's fixed that. That's good. That's another thing I'm doing right now, guys. I got to make sure the server's working properly. So when we open up to the public for these events and that, there's always a chance you're going to end up with people not wanting to follow the rules. That's fine, but we need, at the very least, we need the server to be running properly and to be fun for those people that actually are playing and want to play in the games and abide by the, and they're not even strict rules or anything like that, but as long as the people abide by the few rules we do have, you know, everything will be fine. But we want to make sure that everybody can enjoy themselves, everybody can find food, everybody can find items, that the ratio's all right, all that sort of stuff. And it does take a little bit of tinkering to get it just right. I don't know if there's a magic settings. I don't know about any of that. Now we don't look like an idiot driving around. I thought that truck disappeared, but it's just over there. Trucks have a thingy of. Ah, so you're doing it like that. Okay, well, guess what, bot? You're lucky you're lucky the Streamlabs didn't catch that one. Let me, how have you written that one? Oh, okay, like that. Alright, well that's just another one I have to fucking put into the thing. You do realise that your bots are just going to get timed out all the time. They're not fucking going to get... What's the point? There's no one even there. It's a fucking bot. Cheers for timing that out for us. Come on, fucking froze. No coffee for ye. See, that's the thing, man. I've got that particular phrase in 3 different ways. They just spelt it a different way, and I got to go in and make sure I put it in that way too now. That's the thing. That was what I was saying before. They'll just do variations of the same phrase. They've got 4 or 5 different phrases that they use, and they just do variations of those phrases until one will get through. And to combat it, you need to put in every single variation you can think of that particular phrase could be written as. And they're probably using that thing I was discussing with you, Criminal, how they can change from the one type of lettering to the other type of lettering, and it tricks YouTube. Yeah. Oh, it's a bot, man. It's a bot. It attacks, it attacks fucking channels that are around my thingy. You know, just over 1,000 or close to 1,000, and you know, it's just attacking everybody at the moment. It's a stupid fucking bot. Yeah. YouTube need to get off their ass and make it so that these cunts can't do this sort of thing. But you know, we can't do it. So if there's anybody out there from YouTube, I'm telling you right now, You need to get off your ass and fucking look into this and stop it. Why the fuck are you not? You've got people from an outside source abusing your system. Do you not care about that? You should. You should definitely fucking care about that. Nah, YouTube won't do nothing about it. If YouTube do something about it, they'll do it way later after so much damage is done. And there'll be a lot of people that'll quit, a lot of people that'll lose their channels, and all the damage will be done, and there'll be nothing that anybody will be able to do to fix it. And those people will always say YouTube's a cunt for not doing something about it sooner. Only reason why I know that is because I haven't lost my channel. I don't plan on quitting. And I think right now YouTube's a cunt for not doing the right thing and sorting it out. That's how I know people will think YouTube's a cunt for not sorting it out. Because I already think that. And YouTube, if there's anybody from the YouTube company listening, if you have a problem with me calling you a bunch of cunts for not doing something about it, there is a solution. Do something about it. Hey, Skid. YouTube are, man. Oh yeah, man. Bet you YouTube would ping me if I tried to bring some sort of outside bot into this to fuck with people. It's like, YouTube, you don't... This is a fucking security breach. I don't know how any other way you could look at it other than a security breach. YouTube are just as bad as fucking being trolls as trolls. YouTube's being a bunch of dog tit cunts. So a funny thing happened yesterday. I was in a chat. I won't mention names, but I was in a chat. And the person put their link in for their PayPal. And some people in the chat who claimed to be joking said, oh, those links ain't, that link's not real. And the person's like, yes, it is real, it's a real link. And they're like, no, it's not, it's for OnlyFans. They may have been joking, they may not have been. But I was like, oh, well, the host already told you that it's a real thing. It's a bit rude when the host puts a link up if the people in the chat start going, nah, it's not real, it's not real, it's not real. Even if it's a joke. It's a bit rude. So I timed the person out. Just timed him out. 300 seconds. What's that? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that? Some crazy... It's a short amount of time. Boy, did they lose the plot. The person said that they were doing an all-ages stream. So please no swearing in the chat. Keep it clean. Man, they were swearing and cursing in the chat. They did not give a shit about what the host had to say. Even when I explained my reasons, look guys, it's a real link, and you keep saying it's not a real link. Oh, but it was a joke. Okay, now, these people were convinced that there's no harm in saying something like that. It's like, there is. There's always that chance someone could watch the stream later on. They didn't take into all they were doing it. Personally, I think they were taking advantage of the fact the host, didn't have a microphone. Taking advantage of the fact that the host didn't have a microphone and the host has to type in. I'll tell you something. The three that were in that chat that were abusing me, all because I timed someone out. Alright? I tell you, if you guys ever watch this video, or you come to my channel, I'm going to let you have your piece and let you say your side of the story, and I'm going to explain to you with my words, instead of trying to put it in someone's chat, why I timed it out and why it was important to time you out. And that's fine if you don't agree with me. You told me in the chat no one cares about my opinion. Well, the host who was agreeing with what I said cared about my opinion, that was clear. They didn't like the idea that you were mocking the fact that he put a link in his chat and you were making people think it wasn't real, whether it was a joke or not. They even asked you not to do that. And you didn't listen to the host. So let me just tell you something right now. If you don't respect the host of a channel, no one gives a shit about your opinion. It doesn't matter whether you agree or not. The host makes a decision. And you want to support that channel, support the host's decision. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to implement it yourself. We have actually thought about that before. I have thought about that, Connor. I have actually thought about that. I thought, what if YouTube puts trolls in there to see how thick-skinned and thin-skinned people are? What if YouTube introduced trolls into the chats and these bots just to see how people will combat it? To see whether people will arc up or whether people will quit. It'd be an easy way to weed out those people that just can't handle YouTube. Just like people who get abusive because they get timed out for 5 minutes. If you get timed out for 5 minutes and your first response is to become more abusive because, 5 minutes, I couldn't talk in a stream. You don't deserve to be on YouTube. Get off YouTube. The person that I timed out, the person's girlfriend was telling me that I wasn't welcome in the chat. You know, that, what was it? Just because you got mod doesn't mean you can time people out. Yeah, that's exactly what fucking mod means. That's literally the term of mod. And I always respect the fact that I try to be mindful anytime I'm in someone's stream. I try to be mindful of the fact that whether I'm in my own stream or someone else's stream, there's always it's not just right there in the moment. There's always a chance someone might click on it and watch it later on. And if it wasn't for me timing the person out, they were never mentioning that that particular thing they were saying in the chat was a joke. It wasn't until I timed them out that they mentioned, oh, it's just a joke. The problem is, if you say silly shit in chat, it might seem like a joke. See, people can say things in my chat, and if it's a joke or not, I'll sort it out. Because I'm right here in the microphone. I can put a voice going across my video stating, that was just a joke, guys. It's all right. That's fine. That's a joke. I can do that. I have a voice. I have a microphone. When you write things in chat, you're hoping that someone sticks along long enough to read it all, to be able to get full context of the story of what's going on. Some people care. Some people don't. And it's just that. To where you think it might just be a joke, if the host says, please don't, that's when you go, okay, and you stop. If you respect the host at all. If you don't respect, then you do what you continued to do last night in the stream, and you continue to argue, swear, curse. And on the guy's birthday stream too, that wasn't very nice of you. That was fucking rude. You know who you are. I've seen you in other people's chats, and I've seen you act the same sort of way and get told off. And when you get told off, you have the same attitude. How dare someone tell me off? You told me to get out of the chat, that I wasn't welcome there. The host of the channel has the option to get me out of the chat. He can do what they call unmod me and then hide me from the channel. Now, given the fact that they didn't unmod me and didn't hide me from the channel, what do you think that says about your opinion, their opinion of your statement? I should get out of the chat. It means I don't give a shit. You don't get to tell people to get out of someone's chat. That's not how it works. You clearly displayed, yesterday, a lack of maturity to be on YouTube in the first place. Now, and I don't care if you call yourself adults, because there are man-child and woman-child. You're fucking not adults. I don't care if you are adults, you're not. You don't act like it. You act like fucking children. I warn you now, you come into my fucking chat and do that sort of shit, you'll be fucking out in your ear. I'll give you one time to fucking come in. And if you fucking act like that, you're gone. Hey, no one knows. How you going, man? I seen you yesterday in Reaper's stream when he was doing SnowRunner. Don't mind me, mate. I was just having a little rant about something that happened yesterday. I'm not going to name names or anything like that, but just saying my 2 cents on the thing. Hey, nobody, how you going, man? G'day, mate. Hope you're good. I'm doing really good, man. Doing really good, mate. Hope you're doing well. Just going to drive through this glitchy town here and hopefully not have the bloody truck spaz out on us and be a complete dick. But rant over now, no one knows. You're good now, you don't have to listen to me waffle on now. Normally if I notice an issue or something like that and I think there's something, you know, I have an opinion about something, I'll mention it at the beginning of a stream and then I'll move on and we'll just do the stream. Yeah, I'll get the flag up. I did get a flag up, but then we had to reinstall because we had something goof up in the files and it made it so no items were spawning in on the game. So we had to do a reinstall to fix it up, which means it took away our building and we got to redo it all again. It's a pain in the ass. But sometimes this sort of stuff happens when you have your own server. You got to change one file and if it makes, sometimes it breaks the game. And it can take a bit of time and trial to actually, or trial and error just to get it right. And we're trying to get the server just right. Any little minor improvements we can fix on item spawns and stuff like that will also help out with this laggy issue. Man, there's a lot of zombies just piling up. Yeah, a big oof, mate. It happens. It happens, man. If you're a person who plays DayZ as much as I do, we're used to it. It's more frustrating for the people that are new to DayZ and are just trying to learn the game because they get themselves set up a little bit and then, you know, you have to do a reinstall or something like that. It's a pain in the ass for them. I totally get it. I feel for them. I never used to always have my own server either, so... You know, when we're in public servers and we'll start getting stuff built up and then they go, we're doing an update, there's going to be a reset. It's like, I just collected that gun. It took me months to find that. You know, some shit like that. Hey, some pants. always do have another bandage. Top Survivor Gaming, how you going, man? No worries, nobody. You take it safe at work there, mate. Not sure what you do for a crust there, man, but take it easy. Stuck in the wall. All right. Hey, get back on it. There we go. Hey, White Chipmunk. G'day, Drunk Gamer. How you going, man? You still live, Drunk? Waiting for my other iPad to charge up so I can turn it on so I can watch other streams while I'm streaming. I like to do that, guys. I like to watch. Let's go Voyager. Voyager. I'll take the charcoal. Oh. I work with wood fire heaters. Awesome. You working like a foundry making them or delivering them, installing them? Either, mate. If you're working with wood fire heaters, you know, be careful. You know, well, I don't need to tell you. You already know. There's a good chance if you're working with wood fire, you're working with cast iron and you know, heavy stuff. So potential for breaking fingers and other injuries. No, got to run to the store in a minute. Oh yeah, no worries. I don't know why I giggled a little bit. I'm sorry. I am so sorry, Drunk. I feel so fucking rude, man. You said you got to run to the store and I giggled a little bit pitching you run. I don't know why. You look like a fit man. I don't know why I thought it'd be funny to watch you run. I apologise. I know, of course, I could have let that go and not say anything and no one would have been none the wiser. But I'm an idiot, ain't I? So, you know, here's what it is. I'll take those rags, might need them for a fire. I don't want that. Take chlorine tablets. I'll take that. Go run for 20 feet, I'm sore for 3 days. Hey man, ain't we all? I know that feeling. Sorry, lady. Use that term loosely. Import, export, yes. Manufacturing as well as assembly, yeah. Good old cast iron. Oh yeah, awesome. I just love my old pot belly fucking wood stove, mate. An old box oven. Awesome. Chuck a pot of water on that. Cook some water up. Cook some water up. Boil some water is what I meant. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound retarded then. Boil some water up. You know, make a pot of noodles. Used to do that in the winter time when I come home from school. Mum have a fire going on the wood, on the pot belly fireplace. And fucking chuck a pot of water up there, watch some Ninja Turtles. While waiting for me water to boil for me 2-minute noodles. Yeah. Fuck yeah. That's the life. How you doing, Chipmunks? How's the little guys going? Takes a good amount of time to get everything right, power on your own server. You'll get there, then when updates happen, it's like starting from scratch again, painful. Yeah, it is, but at least we get to, you know, there's certain things we can do. We can actually you know, save those files that actually work and then re-upload those files later on. That's what we're doing at the moment, it's little bit by little bit. Problem is we don't have the original files anymore, which means we can't upload it for the... And we don't have the new gun and some of the other stuff in here. That'll get sorted out by next year, but for now we're just going to try and work with what we've got now the way it's working. It's going to be a pain in the ass, but we'll get it done. Just eating at the moment, awesome. I'm glad you're okay there, Chipmunk. Little fellas are doing okay too, little chick monkeys. Little chipmunks probably wouldn't like me calling them chipmunkies, but I just did. They're cute little fuckers. There's one that looks like a... There was one I was watching the other day. He's in his little chipmunk wheel running around. And no shit, if you remember the way Pepe Le Pew prances when he's chasing after the cat, and he does that bouncing up and down while he's running, that's exactly what this chipmunk was doing in the bloody wheel the other day. It looked like he was going doink a doink a doink a doink a doink, bouncing while he was running. It was so... It was cute. It was cute. I thought it adorable. I was thinking, oh, look at the little fella. I probably should find something to eat also. Oh, yeah, man. Get yourself your feed on, man. Get a feed. You know what they say, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, or any food is the important food of the day, or eating's important. I don't know, I forget. Something about a pyramid of food. Lady, you didn't even have anything on you. You got your hole. Morning, Topeka. Oh, that lighter's nearly full. Very rare to find nearly a full lighter. I didn't wake you up when I got out of bed, did I, Topeka? There's a teddy bear. If you hear me yawning every now and then, it's only because I woke up not long ago. Oh, good. I'm glad I didn't wake you up. Speaking of waking up, remember my wake up juice? That's just coffee with a couple of scoops of chocolate drink in it. Because I'm a big kid at heart. I like my chocolate milk. No, it's a Milo with it's a coffee with a scoop of Milo in it, because I'm Australian and I have Milo. There, that's my excuse. I don't care if it doesn't fit. I don't care if no one agrees. But that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Is that Chaz, is it? Is he the one that prances? Or prances and bounces? He's fucking awesome. I love him. If he's a bit more zombie colour, I'd happily make him the mascot of my channel. He's a cool little fucker. Hashtag prancing Chaz. He's a mighty little chipmunk he is. I mean that with all sincerity too. I mean, we don't have chipmunks here in Australia. My mum told me stories about chipmunks used to be at the Perth Zoo. When she was a little girl, she'd go to the Perth Zoo and they used to give you money if you could catch them and bring them up or something. But they stopped doing that because, you know, you can see where that goes. You can see how that goes. You don't even need to be a genius to know that's not a good idea. Having a bunch of kids and that running around a zoo trying to catch chipmunks. You can already see where that's going to go. Now, I don't know. I don't know exactly how it went down, because this obviously happened way before I was born. But all I know is when I went to the zoo, there was no chipmunks running around, and there was not anything like that. Which I'm assuming is a good thing. Poor little chipmunks would have been just trying to enjoy their day, getting a bunch of kids chasing after them, getting grabbed, and they would have been all bitey and going, "Get the fuck off me, little kid. This kid's sticky and smells like popcorn and peanut butter. Ew." I don't know. Maybe, mate, I don't even know what chipmunks like to eat. Maybe they'd enjoy that. I'm assuming a chipmunk would nosh on some corn. They can actually die out of fear. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Most small animals can. Their hearts can only take so much. Well, I never chased chipmunks around. But I am sad to say that, you know, if they had been doing it when I was a kid, I probably would have. You know, if you're a kid and you get told by adults it's fine to do something, why wouldn't you think it's fine to do something, you know? An adult's telling you it's okay, you'd probably think it's okay. So I'd like to say that I wouldn't do that, but I probably would have chased them around as well, trying to catch one, trying to get a couple of dollars or whatever they're giving away, whatever the reward was at the zoo. I probably would have done the same thing. I don't have anything. I don't hold anything against all the kids that did it when it was back in the time. You know, I don't blame them. Not their fault. If an adult said, "Yeah, you can do this," then that's not their fault. Oh, why am I carrying that? They might not have known that fact. I'm pretty sure the zoo would have known the fact that small animals die from fear. Pretty sure zoologists would have known that. But let's face it, human beings knew that, you know, just because someone was of darker skin, that they were still human beings. But we didn't treat them as human beings 200 years ago, or even less than that. You know, we treated them as inferior people when they were not. You know, so who knows? Humans ignore a lot of things that they know is true. Mostly because, you know, it affects their sensibilities, or it affects their profit line, or because, you know, for whatever reason. I don't know what all the reasons are. That's probably why they had a reward there for if you caught a chipmunk, because they are hard to catch. And it's probably because they were a novelty here too. It would have been, "Oh, cool, I can catch a chipmunk. They're the things I see on TV. Hey, look, there's an elephant and a chipmunk." You know, it probably had something to do with that as well. I don't know. I've tried to look up to see if there was any sort of information about it, and I can't even find any real information about the Perth Zoo and them used to doing that. So I'm not sure whether my mum remembers something wrong, or then I got no idea. All I know is, ever since I was a kid and lived in Western Australia and in Australia, and in any of the zoos I've been in, we've never had it. So in Odessa, is it Odessa? In Odessa, Texas, you can feed prairie dogs and pet them for free. There you go. Me personally, I try not to integrate myself with wild animals as much as possible. When I'm out in the woods, unless I'm hunting, which is a different story, but whenever I'm out in the woods, I try to take nothing but photos and leave nothing but footprints. You know, I try not to impact on the environment that much, as chances are I already impacted on the environment just getting out to the bloody woods. I don't know how it is for everybody else. But sometimes to get to decent parts of the woods here in Australia, you've really got to go. You got to hike. Take a long trip to get there. And I'm not going to get all philosophical about Mother Earth and all that sort of crap because, you know, I'm pretty sure the Earth will bounce back once it shakes us off. I know we're the problem. We're definitely the problem. The Earth's like a dog and we're like the fleas on its back. That's how it appears to me. Don't take my opinion. I've been known to be wrong plenty of times. I don't know if I've mentioned it before. I'm kind of an idiot. I was just saying that to Criminal the other day. I'm not smart. I just remembered what smart people... I just remember stuff smart people figured out. That's my excuse. I'm not intelligent. I just have a very good memory and I can remember all the stuff that smart people figured out. I didn't figure out any of that stuff. You know, I can tell you the reasons why why we rotate around the sun and why we spin and all that sort of stuff, but I would never have figured that out on my own. If it wasn't for scientists and smarter people than me, I would never have figured that out on my own. Selling yourself short, be bad for a pawn. Yeah, I suppose. Well, I mean, there's sometimes I'll say something and people think, wow, you're really, really smart. And it's like, no, please don't give me the credit. Someone else figured that stuff. I just remembered what those good people come up with and what those good people figured. And just half the times I can remember the stuff that they came up with and all that sort of stuff. But I can never remember the name of the person who came up with it. So my way of being able to give them credit is by going, yeah, no, I'm not the smart one. They figured it out. Whoever that is, they figured it out, and I just remembered it. That's all. Every now and then you might wonder why you're sitting in the truck not moving, and the reason being is because as soon as I start driving, I can't hear that well. The truck's pretty loud, and I can't hear. I can't hear the zombies, I can't hear the wolves and bears, and I can't hear the helicopter crashes. So every now and then I like to jump into the truck and just sit there and just listen around for a bit, see if I can hear anything. Give me an idea of which direction to go to next. Whoops, sun going down. I want to check those three sheds over there, this house and this house. See all those zombies despawned up there? Do we have a glow stick? No, we do not. Alright, we'll try and be quick in here because we don't have a glow stick. So we can't enlighten ourselves to make it so we can see. I'll be out in the truck again in a second, guys. I do apologise for the darkness. The server's only night for a little bit. Nights are short here at the moment, so it won't be too long. Another bandage, we'll take it. Okay. Yeah, I heard you the first time, you silly zombie. Sometimes I'll lock these doors behind me when I come in, and sometimes I won't shut these doors behind me when I go in. Now the reason why I don't is because if I stand here and a zombie comes running in, as soon as he stops, I can run past him and go whoop. I'll lock him in there. The less chance you have to engage with a zombie, the easier it is for you to not get sick. So that's what we're trying to avoid. We don't want to get sick. Got to go, have fun. No worries, man. Maybe see you Tuesday night, my friend. No worries. Yeah, if I'm around, if I'm awake when you're streaming, I'll definitely pop in. Always like coming and having a chill at your streams there. You're very welcoming and very kind and friendly to everybody that comes in. Your chipmunks are adorable too, so, you know. Okay. See, these pants are medium, and these are medium. One holds 24, the other one holds 20. You lose space. Some buckshot, we'll take them. As we were saying, look at that, the sun's rising already. It wasn't even night time for very long. Alright, let's drive around to... yes, let's have a look at this place over here. Not this town just coming up, but there's a place up the road. We'll have a look at there. Oh, we froze. We're getting him back. Back home, left my phone going while I was gone. Oh, cheers, Diddy G, mate. What was it like out, mate? Was it busy? Was it hectic? Were you able to get in and out and do what you need to do without no fuss, or was there some irritating person there? And if they were really irritating, they could be related to me. Because if you ask Topeka, she'll tell you I'm one of the most irritating people she's ever met. And alright, Topeka. Yes, zombie. See? She agrees. See? Told ya. Normally I wouldn't go this way. I still shouldn't. I still shouldn't go this way. In and out, only a mile away. Some old lady was buying lottery tickets. I had to wait for that. Jeez. Rather than putting this money into an investment club for the grandkids, I'd rather play the stupid tax and see if I can win it big. I'm making fun. I'm just making fun. But it is kind of like that. Sometimes you'd probably be better off just imagine all the money you spent on trying to win something. If you added all that up, some of us are lucky. Or maybe that's just me being bitter because I haven't won big lotto. Maybe I'm just bitter about it. That's a possibility. It's good, the fair chance. Motherfuckers win a lotto and I gotta fucking work my money. It's like that's how I feel lotto is. It's like someone came up with an idea. How can we tax the silly people out there? Well, let's tell them to buy a ticket and maybe they'll win money. Maybe. We tell them they have to buy the ticket first. Ooh, good idea. Well, they even make it look like they stand a chance. Let them pick their own numbers. Why let them pick their own numbers? Because then if they fail, we can go, it's your fault. You picked them. If they fail and we pick the numbers, they go, well, the machine picked the wrong numbers. I don't know. I'm making stuff up. I'm only mocking. Ah, man. Just when it starts to speed up is when it goes, let's freeze. Yeah. The lottery is designed to keep poor people poor. Yeah. It's not far off that's for sure. Sometimes you got to go out there and make your own fortune. You can't wait for it to happen. I believe I was discussing this with someone the other day. We were talking about lotto winners that have won lotto one day and broke next, sort of thing. Have it all at their fingertips and then fuck it all up. And I only give a handful of examples in the story we'll look it into. But we know there's more than just a handful of stories out there. That's the really sad thing. Yeah, that's right. It was you. It was criminal. I figured if I say someone, I was chatting with someone about it, if I was wrong, then I didn't name a name. But I was thinking it was you, and I wasn't too sure. I didn't want to say I was talking with criminal just in case I wasn't, and it was someone else. Just in case I made a mistake. Someone 3 times, yeah. Just that, man. They win X amount of times and they still can't get their shit together. And that person, if you can't get your shit together when you got a couple of $1 million, chances are you probably can't get your shit together if you had a steady paycheck. Chances. I can't guarantee that. I can't say that with certainty. Look at that. You can just see the gas over there, the green gas. You can just faintly see the mist of it. It's above the tree line over there. Not where the dot is. So it's up there in that area there where the dot is. But I got to put the dot down so I can see over the trees. You can just see it. Just waiting to see where this rain's going before I drive off or do anything. If I won just my hair transplant and the Dukes of Hazzard car, that's all I want. Well, I want the hair transplant because you want it. You know, I want it for you as well, mate. If that's what you want, well, I'll tell you right now, man. We love you just the way you are. Love's such a strong word. Let me rephrase it. We wouldn't kick you off the couch for having no hair. How's that? You just made him sound like a hairless dog. Sorry. A hairless pet. When I'm doing my evil plans, I'll stroke his head on his shoulders, guys. Don't keep your mind out the gutters. Just pat his head, you know, like, what's that prick's name in Inspector Gadget? I'll get you next time, Gadget. Next time. That cunt. Go, Gadget Penis. Ah, wrong movie. Just a pair of pants, that's all that's in here. What one did you try that time? What one did the bot try that time? Ha ha ha! I put that one in the fucking thing, dick shit. Oh, cheers. I can always do his impersonation because it's the same as the guy who's in Aladdin. Who's that disturbs my slumber? You know, so always been able to do that. Imagine being 12 years old doing that voice in school. So see that, drunk? I put those phrases that bot keeps dropping in, I put them into my Streamlabs, and my Streamlabs pinged him straight away and hit him straight away because he tried using that. So he was using the VASK tech. Oh, if anybody's wondering why I'm just sitting on a car, it's because I'm having a smoke at the moment. Because I'm having a smoke at the moment. And it's in my right hand. I don't have the ability to hold the controller properly. So, I'm just standing here, eating some food. If you go into YouTube Studios, through Safari, or not the app, but through Safari, they give you a list in there as well where you have, in the community section, you can go down to, you go to settings, and then you go to community, and it will have a list of all your moderators, it will have a list of all the people you've banned, and it has a list of banned words you can add in there. If you add those words that the bots are using into that part, I added mine into my Streamlabs because my Streamlabs is priority in my chat, takes over the YouTube one. But if you add it into your YouTube Studio's ban list of words, then as soon as the name comes up, it'll come up banned by YouTube straight away. And they won't even get their message in. Now, if you can see, if anybody's in the chat there and they've noticed, a new name hasn't came in. The bot's just changed its name, and it's changed the message it already sent when I first started the stream. There's only the one message there. The name keeps changing, and the message inside it will keep changing. That's why no one sees a new one in the chat. It's the same one that's way up the top. It's only been in there once. It's only the one bot. It's come in, and it changes its name every 10 seconds, and it can change the message, and it has a whole list of variations, and all I got to do is keep screenshotting them every time I see it, and after the stream I go in and I type them in and just put them in there, and I'm slowly limiting the ones. I've got like about 15 of them in there now, plus the different variations they could be possibly put in there. So it's a long process, but if you don't want to be harassed by those bots until YouTube can figure out a way to sort it out. And Streamlabs is free as well. It's pretty easy to set up. It is free, and it does help monitor your chat when you can't. It's very important to remember too that YouTube itself is a Streamlabs itself is a bot, but it's a trusted bot by YouTube. What was that? A fry pan? No, we don't need a fry pan. Let's leave that there. Because I'm near the gas zone, I was hoping that we might find some NBC gear. Hey Shelby, how you going? I use Streamlabs on the laptop. Okay, cool. So you got a bit of an idea on how it works. If you got Streamlabs hooked up to your chat, then yeah, that'll help out a lot. I'll send you a couple of screenshots of some of the settings I've got from the Streamlabs, just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about later on, mate. And then you can look at them at your own leisure and you know, do what you want with the information, mate. I'm not your handler. You know what to do, you know. But I'll send you a couple of what I've done to give you an idea of what I mean, I already know you understand what I'm talking about, but I'll send it to you anyway later on. We all see that green mist out there now? Can't go in there, we don't have any NBC gear, but we're hoping to find some here. Yeah, a little bit of an idea. Awesome, mate. Like I said, I'll send you the screenshot of the phrases that I've actually put in the ban list of what they've used so far, and that might help narrow it down for you as well. You can just copy those phrases. If you're interested, mate, it's totally up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to do your channel. You know what you're doing. It's a bit of a buggy area, this, so I've got to be mindful and careful about how I move in this area. It could bug out on me and I could get glitched and I could freeze. Oh, Alicia's not going to be happy. Get it? Alicia keys? Piano keys? Never mind. Oh, meanie greenie. Oh yeah. Let's put that in the fucking weapon wheel. Did I check this building? I fired a shot up here one time. It was the worst mistake. I did not know that the zombies would get up there. I don't know why I didn't think they would, but for some reason I didn't think they would. Big mistake. Oh, they got up there alright. And out. And they made me regret firing that gun, that's for sure. Get off the wall. Don't know what type of gloves Topeka's got, so I'll just keep those ones for now. This place doesn't seem to have very much at all. You spend all day looking over these places and you'll find nothing. And you'll walk into one town, you just won't be able to pick everything up that you're finding. Can't run with this goddamn bag in my hands. No worries, mate. Take it easy. As soon as my iPad charges up, mate, I'll come across for a watch. Yeah, I only got the one iPad going at the moment. Pain in the ass. Drop that. Let's put that sword in there. Let's drop that. We don't need that. Trying to unload anything I don't need to be carrying on me right this second. Especially things that are weighting me down. think I could hear a helicopter. Alright, we're full. Truck's full. Alright. Well, let's get it out of here. Get back up to where we were. We have to unload some stuff. What was the phrase they used this time? Don't put it in because it'll probably... VOL. Okay, that's a new one. See, when my Streamlabs knocks it out, that means I'll put that one in the Streamlabs. When my Streamlabs doesn't knock it out, it means it's a new variation. See, it's just going to keep... It just changed again. See how it keeps changing the name? See how the bot keeps doing that? It keeps changing that name. Went from Jean Nicholas to Ursula Francis. Here's the thing though, they're not even, they're the links that they put in your comments, guys. They're the links that they put in your comments. When you go in and you got comments held for spam, it'll be those comments. And they mean nothing, they're just comment bots and just bots. They mean nothing. They're just doing it to harass people. They're hoping, I don't know what their fucking end game is, whether they're trying to get a hold of your channel, whether they're just trying to be a prick. Either way, it's not gonna fucking work for me. I'm not handing my channel over. I'm not gonna allow any of my members or any of my followers to have one of these links that they can hit on to where they get duped by these hacking bastards. And that's all they are. Let's just face it right now. If they're gonna use the same phrase that is a link that people put in to try and hack your account, if they're going to use that same phrase, then I can only assume they're trying to get a hold of people's accounts. And I will not allow, I will do my level best to make sure no one gets taken advantage of in my chat. I can only do my level best, guys. But we kind of need to work together to combat this. We need to, you know, I can't tell everybody what to do, but if we all work together to try and make it so these messages never pop up in our streams, and, you know, when they come to your chat and they leave a comment, I know you guys want the comment displayed. Some of you might want that comment displayed because it's a comment. I know some people will hit, approve, but if it has a link, don't hit approve, guys. Do not let their comment go through, because it's a link to an outside source. You don't want any of your members following. You don't want your members being hacked. You don't want your followers being hacked. I can't tell anybody what to do. It's just a strong suggestion. You know, protect yourselves and try and protect your followers as well, if you can. It's the only thing we've got. Only thing we can do is hide it when it's in our comments afterwards, so that no one accidentally clicks on it. Because they'll put a timestamp, guys. They'll put a timestamp above the link in the hope that if you're on a mobile phone and you go to hit the timestamp, there's a good chance you'll accidentally hit the link. So be mindful of that one. That's why every time someone says that they got hacked on YouTube, I always say to myself, oh, you poor bastard. Someone sent you a link to a porn site or a dating site and you clicked on it. You can just Google porn. You don't have to go, oh, the only way I can get porn is if some random person sends me a link. Is what a bear? I didn't hear a bear. I didn't hear one. I didn't see one. I didn't hear one. There could have been. If you've spotted one, I might have missed it. If you heard one, then maybe it was. I didn't hear it. Oh, sounds like it was chasing you and stopped. Then no, it wasn't a bear. Oh, I think I would have heard it if a bear was chasing me. I thought you might have just meant like you heard it in the distance or something. But no, I don't think it was a bear. I think it's just the way the Olga was. Or it might have been a sound glitch. Well, I definitely wasn't going fast enough to get away from a bear. I went and had my dinner last night, ate my pizza. I rolled over I went and laid down to have a stretch. My back was killing. I woke up at 4:30 nearly. I woke up at 4:30 this morning. The young Sheldon playing on the TV. I was like, oh yeah, that's right, I put that on to watch. Hey, Sniper God, how you going, man? Glad I got you in the stream there, mate. At the moment, our server's PvE. You know, player versus environment. No killing at the moment. I'll obviously send out information when those events go live to where people can actually do killing on the map. But for now, it's for people to learn how to play the game and for people to set up. So, whenever you want to jump in, man, and have a little look around, feel free to do so, man. You don't need to worry about whether I'm here or not. Quite welcome to jump in on your own. I can always meet up with you and that when I'm, you know, not busy and that sort of stuff. Feel free to jump in whenever you want, mate, and have a look around. Just if you see someone's base building or you see someone's got a tent set up, just leave it alone. You know, let people do their thing of setting up. But yeah, man, you're quite welcome to come in, have a look around, get a feel for the game. Excuse me. Gonna grab that truck over there later. I went into a server before I jumped into here, and before I went live I went into a server. There was no zombies around at all. No zombies. Every town I went into had not one zombie walking around. I was like, this is unsettling. I don't know, we've tried building here several times, and each time we end up having to reinstall the server. Not because of this location, but because of other things. But I'm thinking this location might be bad luck. I don't know whether I want to continue building here or not. Hey Ricardo B, how you going, man? Hope you're doing alright there, mate. Welcome to the stream. Why are you running that way? I'm right here. Come to me. Come to me. Run that zombie over. Just give him a double tap, double squish. I'm glad you're doing all right, mate. Not seeing any zombies around. Ah, see that? My fucking truck disappeared. Oh, I hate that glitch. Fuck. It might come back before or by the time I bring this in and drop it down, but if it's not up... Get up there, you dickhead. If it's not come back by the time I get up the stairs here, drop this barrel off, we'll have to... back to square one. Now the reason why I'm locking this door and the reason why I'm locking this door is not because of protection, because this would be an admin building, so this is off limits to people anyway, but just so then after a reset, only this door here is the one that opens and shuts. Yeah, of course it didn't do it. Alright, we have to log out and then log back in. That's the only way we're going to fix it. It's a pain in the ass, but that's the only way. At least we don't have to do a reset. Mind you, we'll have one of them in a couple of hours. Just gonna have a mouth me coffee, guys, and go grab me other iPad and that. Back in a minute. I'm back. Did you miss me? Oh, excuse me. Cheers, mate. Didn't miss me? Ah, well, shit. Well, I didn't miss you either. Okay, let's put stuff away that I don't need to be carrying on me right now because I need to make myself lighter. This is part of the problem with DayZ. It's very time consuming sorting this stuff out. It's easy enough to do. You know, you do it enough times and you get the hang of it. Right now, I just care about getting enough stuff to my base area here before I have to die. It'll happen. I'll probably get sick. I don't have any multivitamins, so I want to try and get as much stuff here as possible before that happens, and I can respawn myself and get a new location and come back out here with more stuff. And more stuff. And even more stuff. Yeah, I'll sort it all out later. That's not what I do. Let's keep that colt there for now. Put the tomato there. That over there. Yeah, that can go in there. Hey Jakes, how you going, man? Hope you're doing well, mate. Is this game worth the buy? I've been thinking about getting it. What system do you rock, mate? Are you on PlayStation, Xbox, PC? What are you on, mate? I can't, because I can only speak for PlayStation. I don't know what it's like on PC or Xbox, as I don't have them, unfortunately. So I can only speak for PlayStation. On PlayStation, look, it'd be very inappropriate for me to not mention that it does have bugs. I mean, I like the game. I'm always looking for more people to play the game with, but there are some bugs, and those bugs can be a little bit frustrating. But I've heard other people say that they play games with bugs all the time, and you know, they're fine with a few bugs. And the bugs that you get is the bugs that are in here. they're really ones that can get you killed and make you have to start all over again. So they are a slight pain in my ass. That's what they are. But other than that, man, it's not a bad game. I like it. I think it's a really good game. I think that there is always room for improvement. People swear that the PlayStation 5 is a way better version of this game, that it plays better. I don't know. I only have a PS4, so I can't say yes or no to that one, unfortunately. But if you're in for a survival game that actually has a bit of oomph to it, this is a good game for that. It's a very good survival game. It just, every now and then it has some bugs. And most of those bugs are, the game will freeze. Well, you'll freeze. Either while you're driving or while you're walking. And of course you can't defend yourself when that happens. So it leaves you in a vulnerable position. Because it leaves you in that vulnerable position, it can be a bit tough on people. Some people don't like it, some people get frustrated with it. I myself have gotten frustrated with the game before. It is very easy to get frustrated with this game because of the glitchiness. But it's a tough one, mate. It's a tough one. I would say yes, it's worth it as long as you can handle the glitches. But I know it is expensive. They do updates all the time. They do updates. They do try to fix the bugs, but there are some things they're just not fixing. For whatever reason. Not sure what the reason is, but they just can't fix it. Either they can't fix it, don't choose to fix it, one of the two. I don't know. But there are some things in the game that I'm just like, come on guys, you could have got this fixed by now, and they haven't. And I don't know who to blame. So I just blame them all. I just go, nah, fuck them, it's them. But if you can handle a couple little bugs, yeah, game's alright. Overall, it's a good game. It's got everything you want in it for a survival game. But, like I said, it's just got a few bugs. That's it. Just a few bugs. But I've been playing this game since the day it came out on PS4. So I've been there from the beginning on the console version of this game. So I've grown with the bugs, so to speak. That doesn't sound any better. That doesn't sound good. That sounds gross. He grew with the bugs, he said. But yeah, I grew with the bugs. So yeah, it doesn't. There's no. It doesn't sound right. Alright, so let's put all clothing stuff in this tent and all building materials in this tent here, because then we know where everything is. A lot of time and effort doing this sort of stuff, going through your inventory. You will spend a lot of time in your inventory. That is a pain in the ass. get off there. All right. No more clothing there. Good. This bit here is a pain in the ass, guys. This is the part that takes the longest. Once we get this shit sorted out, we're back on the road again. Okay, just need to eat. I need to have a mouthful of my coffee before it goes too cold. See, the more stuff you carry, the more weight you take on. The more weight you take on, the more your food and water goes down quicker. So the lighter you are, the more stamina you have, the more you don't have to eat and drink and all that sort of stuff. I am going to grab some of those multivitamin, not multivitamin, some of that chlorine tablets though. Let's just grab half. Yep. This is an MK2, MK11, whatever you want to call it. MKII. Let's close that door. We'll close this one. We lock that. This just eliminates doors to be open when there's a reset. That's all. That's all that's doing, guys. This is eliminating that. Excuse me. My rifle stick through the roof there. So if you're watching, you might see there was a little bit of lag as I went from third person to first person. That can happen. This is a KA101. This is a private server, mate. It's whitelist only. You need to become a member to be able to join this server. Oh, you motherfucker! Fucking hate when it does that. Just took a notch off my health. Free shock value going down. I'm doing awesome, Gene. Thanks for asking. Yes, I do play with viewers. No, I do not play with random people, just before anybody asks. I like to get to know people first before I play a game with them. And I like to get to know them before I invite them into the server. Because a lot of people put work into the servers and stuff like that. And we want to make sure that the people that come in are like-minded and not going to try and just, you know, mess with people's stuff. Not saying that anybody in chat would be that way inclined, but we always just like to err on the side of caution. And the reason being is because we've been burned before. So. Also like to point out, I shouldn't have to point it out, but I'm going to point it out anyway. It's never a good sign. I'm old school, guys. I'm a granddad. I'm old school. I didn't grow up with the internet, okay? So if I seem a little rough around the edges, it might be because I didn't grow up with this thingy of being able to go into people. See, I'd never go into someone's chat just and be the first comment that I make would never be, what server? Or, you know, what server or anything like that. It would never be that. It would always be, hello host, how you going? Seeing as how they're the ones displaying the server in the first place. And if you're interested in that person and playing a game with that person, it'd be nice to actually engage with that person. When someone comes in and says, what server? It's always a red flag for me. It always just says to me, did anybody teach you manners? Did you lose a little bit of yourself where you lost the bit that has manners? That it, you know, introduces yourself and says hello to everybody first. If that hurts in some way my channel, I don't care. Because anybody that knows me knows I don't even promote my channel. I don't give a shit. I'm not here to make friends. I'm not here to be everybody's buddy. You know, I'm not here for everybody else. I'm just here doing my thing. And people either want to engage with that or not. It's totally up to them. But I do think it is bad manners when people don't bother to say hello to the person. Well, like when you come into someone's chat, the first thing that should be typed up is hello. That's it. You only need to say hi, hello, g'day, hey, something. It should never be give me something, you know, like what server, give me information. It's like, I don't know who you are. Even if this was a public server, I would not give you the server name. If it was a public server, I wouldn't give you. I only have no problem saying it right now because I'm in a private server. There's nothing anyone can do. No one can get into it. Only those members that are members can get into it. So I got no problem saying it's a private server that's whitelist only. But it is considered bad manners to just... And if anybody thinks that I'm rude or anything for saying that, just remember, someone that comes in and doesn't even have the time to be able to say hello. I don't want to play with you. You could be the nicest person in the world too, but that one little thing is a red flag for me. And it might have something to do with the fact that I'm old. It might be because I'm old and I come from a different era where you respect people and you say hello first, you shake hands and, you know, you be respectful. It might come from that era, maybe. And, you know, if the world's changing to a point where you don't have to show respect to people and that's fine. The numbers, zombie. What are the numbers? What do you mean numbers? Barry Hawes, what do you mean numbers, mate? What are the numbers? The lotto numbers? I can't give them to you, man. If you want the lotto numbers, I might be in the future, but I can't give you the lotto numbers, man. I got to keep them for myself. How you been, Barry Hawes? Now, one time I did say to somebody, they came in, they were like, what server? And I said, yeah, I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. And they were like, I didn't. And I was like, yeah, that was the joke. And they're like, oh, sorry, how are you? I was like, I'm fine. And then someone else came in, one of my other friends that came in, is like, are you in the private server? And I was like, yeah, mate, I am. And the person was like, you better say hello first, you'll chuck a shit. And it's like, no, there are some people, that's the reason why I respond different with that person is because they're a regular. Always great shopping in here, stopping in here, yeah. Oh, COD. See, I don't play Call of Duty. There you go. I didn't even know that. I don't play Call of Duty. So there you go. Well, ow. My bad. I accidentally held square instead of stop the truck. Ah, dickhead zombie. Good man, just work, you know. Glad to see you still going. Oh yeah, mate. I ain't gonna give up, that's for sure. I had to get Topeka to reinstall the server because she went to increase the multivitamins in this game, and it fucking glitched it out to where there was no items spawning in at all. It was like, oh no! Had to do a fucking reset, reinstall. So, because we had to set back to a previous save point, lost all our fucking building we'd done. It's like, god damn it, motherfucker. I know, right? Just about died there. I was so lucky I was only going slow. Had that been going any faster, I would have been dead. I swear my girl's a little concussed right now. She's like, blah, blah, blah. Shake it off. You'll be right. Walk it off. She just fell from one of the towers because she was walking down the ramp and she glitched. You know, sometimes you walk down the ramp and it'll just throw you down. It did that a minute ago and threw me down. That's why I'm missing a notch of my health right now. Prick of a thing. Hey, Sniper God, you're playing Fortnite. Awesome. I don't have enough iPads. Everybody's going live right now, and I don't have enough iPads to be able to watch everybody. Not that I'd be able to watch every single thing everybody's doing. I'd have to, you know, a motorcycle helmet all the way up here. Who's in here? Ah, Reaper is. That blows, but the latest update caused our flags to reset. Bunch of people lost wars, etc. Yeah, man, I have not, but me and Topeka have not been able to get this to restore back to factory settings. We wanted that. We wanted it to restore back to factory settings because we cannot get the yellow outfits to spawn in. The random gas events that are happening in the towns are not happening. And we do not have the filters or the new guns in the server at all. We cannot find them at all. So we've been trying to get it back to factory settings, and it just will not let us go back to factory settings. I think it might have something to do with the way we saved it or something. We don't know. We are looking into it, but we should have it fixed by just after the new year, by the least. We're hoping. But it's a pain in the ass, and as you know, sometimes the update brings more problems than it solves sometimes, you know. But flags to reset, yeah, that's not good. I was in a server today, and the person had fiddled with the XML files and that, and somehow it caused us, and the server had no zombies at all. Oh, look at that, black tactical shirt. I better grab that. I know someone that'll want that. Be right back. Got the stuff that come up real quick. Yeah, no worries, man. Take your time, man. No one's obligated to stay here any longer than they need to, man. Everybody, I'm well aware everyone's got their life going on. No one even needs to explain to me why they need to leave. I do appreciate it, though. Thank you very much. Some people wouldn't even bother giving me wouldn't even bother saying that, you know, just leave. So I appreciate that you said something. See, I don't bother going in and searching the whole place over because I know there's other people mucking around in the server, like someone else in the server mucking around right now as well. So I don't bother going in and looking at every single thing. I leave stuff there for other people as well. Just looking for the essentials. Couple of bits and pieces. I got some Mosin ammo, that's all I needed. That'll do me for now. Found a tent. Put that back at the base. We do need to go get some water though, because we're out of water. I've got many different ways I like to sort this place out. I've got different ways I do it when I'm with people, different ways I do it when I'm by myself. At the moment, I'm just doing a quick hit and run. By checking just the outer ring, I'm able to get a bit of an idea on what stuff's spawning in properly, what's not. Everything seems to be pretty normal here at the moment. I found a good array of magazines and stuff like that. So I did find a KA-101 around the corner here, but I'm not interested in it. So we got a bit of an idea. That server seems to, this spot here seems to be spawning in and stuff. So we can pretty much assume that everything's working fine at the moment in the server, at the moment. All right. Hey, gas bottle. We'll need that. Well, big shout out to everybody that came through. Barry Hawes, Harry Balls. Big shout out to you, mate. Hope you're doing good. Hope you stay safe. Jakes, not sure if you're still there, mate, but if you do end up getting the game, it's got a couple of bugs. It is worth it for the gameplay, but it does have some bugs. Please take that in mind. Topeka, Criminal, shout out to you guys. Ricardo, shout out to you guys. Sniper God, shout out to you. Drunk Gamer, Shelby, Connor,
No One Knows, White Chipmunks, No Botty, shout out to you. Big shout out to you, my Australian friend. Connor, Top Survival Gaming, shout out to you, mate. Shout out to Skid and everybody else that came through. Big shout out to everybody. But I've got to jump off. So we'll just do a little bit of a test right now, and it's all a test at the moment, really, with this game. But yeah, thanks everybody that came through. I'm out. I'm Dust. Out.